What a... Oh my god, all my regions are wrong. Hang on. I didn't switch these over before I went live. Here's Guild Wars 2. Any day. Here's audio. Here you go. How about that? And then I guess I should also start Fightbot. I'm a little behind tonight because I was playing Pokédoku with Lunatic before Q popped. Because it's not appreciated when we play Pokédoku during raid, apparently. I don't know why. But we'll get it out of the way before raid starts, I guess. Here is Fightbot. Should get party view because I'm playing support guard. Have I made an everything you need to know about support Firebrand video yet? Because if I haven't, I should. Playlists. Everything you need. I've done 8 everything you need videos. Holy cow. Support Tempest, Minstrel Renegade, Hybrid Firebrand, Support Chrono, Power Reaper, Power Berserker, Support Scrapper, Power Hollowsmith. I have not done a Support Firebrand. And Hybrid Firebrand's unlisted. He didn't even technically count. I should do a local recording tonight. I've definitely played enough Firebrand to crank that video out without having to talk to too many other people about it. Alright, start recording, minimize. And then, how is my mic set up on this? Always broadcasting. I don't want it to do that. I want to use my push to talk. Because that way, if I need to use any of the fight audio, it won't be cluttered with like whatever insane rambling I'm doing on stream at the same time. It'll keep the audio a bit clearer because it'll only pick up the stuff that I'm actually saying in comms. But there we go. I think I'm good to go. Hope you guys had a good Friday. It is weekend. We have made it. Give me that peppermint oil. Drain all of my supply. Yeah, but they didn't change their time. They still tag up at like 10:45. It's like when we tag down. I don't think I would. I think I would tag down in front of Bully. Like, you spend all this time and energy to tear the alliance apart, and then you're like, oh, glad you guys put it back together. I'm looking forward to getting to fight you. Like, nah, man. You can go fight another group. OJ's. Neutral camp. Who's this gonna flip to? Flip to TM, Val, and Crit. So TM's gonna be like 50. I love getting to fight TM on reset, man. It's the only time we ever get to see them. Oh, is that green? No, it's blue. Okay. Blue on Pyro. You can get a percentage of a 0%, but there's no true 0. Damn, I'm gonna come stream snipe you. Yes, you cannot. Yeah, that's the one that fucked me. Is I picked. I picked Mega Pidgeot to try and get clever, and then couldn't think of a second Mega Flying for like 3 years. I picked Mega Pidgeot as well. Oopa. Watergate. Who actually said that, Amanda? Right, but who's the source of the copy pasta? But who said it first? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. VNG. There, Valen. We're just looking to see if anybody needs stun breaks in that tail. I'm gonna strip A just a little bit. All those blocks, we get rid of that. I probably need to get stab like here. It's a good resistance field, IMO. Let's stun break some friends who are stuck in there. No, they're just gonna get run over. And they give me like a sank here so they can't push further. Khaled on you, here's it, Khaled. We're just gonna chill here. I'm gonna roll projectile reflex for a little bit. And then I'm gonna stab here just because I don't want to get my friends pulled. That guy's dead. There's nothing I can do about that. See ya. I really need any kind of stab here because they are danger close here. I'm gonna stab here again. I'm gonna sank on us. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get run over here. I'm not making it. It's like, this is not our spawn, Gary. So your runbacks are going to take forever to get to you, just FYI. So that's fat. Yeah, that's a big old group. That is 66 gamers. I'm gonna go regrab supply. That's like the map. No gathering pool, sad. Do I have deads friended? I just wonder if I have deads on my friends list. TM Commander. I don't. I should add him. I'm gonna take the sentry though. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, it ports you to like a new room now. It's a cool looking room, but yeah. JJ clicked the box of danger. Oh no, wait, that's not the box of danger. Where's the box of danger? I may not have the box of danger on me, but the legendary weapon starter kit now ports you to like the legendary weapon room. And JJ clicked his. He is gone. He will. Well, he might get back in. It's only 9. We may see him tonight, but he's gone, man. You told that to him? Okay. Lore dropping. Stacking swiftness on tag. This is ours. We can go in that portal. Stab Aegis. Rings up. I'm gonna dump a line in there. And then we kind of want to hit backline here, I think. Uh-oh, we're getting pushed on. I still have stab. I'm fine. I'm chilling here. I don't need to recast it. Oh fuck. I didn't even see it. I got stunned. Oh, I didn't even notice it. I was too busy tunneling on my stab. That's bad. That one's not going into the how to play Firebrand montage. Well, let's see if we can get back to it. That's not what you want to be doing, though. I feel like my party's going to be in spawn soon. We'll see. Like, if I don't make it to him, I can just park back to spawn. It's a lot of blue +3s. Do you want us to port back spawn if we're running to you? Okay. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at my boon bar to see if I needed to reapply stab and just got run over because I didn't see the veil. Let's see if we can focus up a little bit here, shall we? We've definitely not been playing our best Firebrand for these 2 fights. And well, it's not, like, the difference maker, because Dead's gigantic tonight. We could be contributing more to the squad right now than we are. Dog doesn't know that it's got RI. Oh, he's chasing TSF. They're just gonna pour him in. I'm going to get a supply out of keep. There's actually no supply here. Mm-hmm. I don't know how TSF got on this map when TM is 66, man. Like, the cap for Borderlands must be 70. Maybe 75. Maybe. Dead says 55. He's really gonna lie to my robot like that? Yeah, it's Fightbot now. Indo doesn't stream anymore, so it's not IndoBot. Amanda, can you post some copy pastas that are like fun and entertaining and don't do psychic damage? Okay. We're focusing up and we're playing good. They veiled, so we stab and we pull off. They push into our second group. We rotate projectile reflexor just to cover some wounds off. Our stab is about to expire. Give me like a 4, 1, 5. Roll some Aegis here on top of it. Sank on their push, sank on their push. Lots of immunes, lots of downs. We stab up here, we roll in 1. I don't need Hallowed here yet, because we have so many downs, right? So I'm a little far ahead, but I think that's okay. Dropping Hallowed on us now. My stab just expired. Roll Aegis here. Small stab. And then big stab. Covered off with Aegis again. Spike these downs. Empowering on us for the extra might. Oh, that's pretty bad. I can cleanse that Aegis at least. I'm not going to be able to cleanse. No, I can cleanse that. I can't cleanse that. I have no cleanses for that. I need to, like, blast. Low stab. Probably should be, like, no. God, their spike is so hot, man. Like, if there's nobody near me, I just die. At least we escaped, though. But that was better. We focused up. We used every single resource available to us. Our heal charge is gone. Our elite charge is gone. And we lived. Which is good. But maybe we can do better. They're the longest swiftness of all time. Swiftness. Poking around the corner. Don't be too far ahead here. I could probably just give like one Aegis. Stab, Aegis. Dodge back one here. People are gonna need stun breaks up there. We'll stun break that. I'm gonna stab again here because my stab just expired. Sank on tail, sank on tail, sank on tail. I really want to sustain here if I can. Hallowed on you, hallowed, hallowed, hallowed. Like, I want this spot. Yeah, exactly. I want all of this in front to be ours. And power quick. Stab up, we're gonna push left side. I can cleanse quick. I'm not gonna stay in that. Tons of downs. This is going well. We're close to breaking this. Low stab now, low stab sick. I'm gonna, well, I have the Mantra charge back, it's fine. And now I have standard gun. Sank deep on them, sank deep. There we go. A little bit of aggression makes a big difference. Good job, Zig. I have no supply committed. Congrats on your piece of unidentified gear. Congrats on your Chorbin's weapon chest. What do you even use research notes for these days? Oh yeah, I guess Gen 3s exist. I just kind of forgot. Oh, the spear came out too, okay. RI 1 minute on EBG, by the way. Have I killed my water yet? No, I haven't. That's perfect. I forgot to take my vitamin D. Let's do some old man posting by taking vitamins on stream, shall we? But for real, though? Winter in the northern hemisphere, especially in like the north and Northeast US. If you're not taking D3 in the winter, you can feel it, man. Like, if I skip it for a week, I'm noticeably tired and noticeably more tired in the afternoons. Whereas I take a D3 after a meal, I'm chilling. Got energy to go all the way through the day. It's good stuff. Not sponsored by Vitamin D3, by the way. But I would take a D3 sponsorship. Who's jumping with me? Lunatic? Yeah. Any jumpers in chat? OJ's? What the heck? You're taking my spawn tower? That's going to be TSF. That's not going to be TM. No, wait, they're OJ's. That's going to be TM. TSF isn't big enough to make OJ's. What are you talking about? We'll just wait and see. We do have OJ's at our spawn towers, like, but I think they'll come to us if we make OJ's on a gate. Maybe. I'm just gonna watch and see who it flips to. That's my guess. Green has captured Foghaven. Whatever. Have swiftness for when you land on. Yeah, it's TM Val GBC. So that's where they went. I'm going to hit the gate to make OJ's and signal our presence to the enemy. Have we done it? Yeah, but White Swords doesn't tell you how big the group is. OJ's tell you how big the group is. I have a lot of respect for a guy who loses a fight and immediately runs in front of your spawn to fight again. We could also just, like, I don't want to say go to South Island, but it is equidistant between spawns. True. We can do scrims at Fight Island for 2.5 hours and then take down. Yes, man, the way that Aina intended. Map queue battles at Fight Island behind the windmill. This actually is like my last keep for the weekend. And then I need 4 more yaks. I'll just keep an eye out for yaks. Can't believe Quaggan named her character Quaggan and doesn't know what Quaggan Ball is. Right, I don't have gathering tools. I should probably, next time there's a sale, I should pick up a stack. I just like being able to get notes. It is crazy that you'll complain about Quaggan Ball, but to my knowledge, Thanet has not made a hammer skin that is a Quaggan tied to a stick, like they did with a Choya. There is? Oh, never mind, alright. There's definitely the Choya, like there's just a Choya tied to a stick, and that's a hammer skin. No, the aquarium is to protect the quaggan. Yeah, you're protecting it. It is kind of fucked that you would put a baby quaggan inside a shield aquarium, though. He can leave. Oh, man. Is that actually true? Can quaggins survive out of water when they're little, or is it like a tadpole kind of deal where they have to wait until they're fully grown? Do you? Is that true? Oh, never mind. I haven't done PvE in a while. I wouldn't know. I guess they do. Nevertheless. At least we got plush Warclaw, man. Yeah, he's not even talking about, like, a Warclaw skin. He's just like, I want to mount a Char in real life. Do you want Scourge portals up this hill, or are you going to go north? Oh, they're at Lord. We're not going to make it. There's no way we make it to this hill. Yeah, goodbye. Farewell. We'll go north. It's okay. We'll get marked by the keep now. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, they just lit Bay. Let's port spawn so we can respawn to Bay and fight them there. There's a couple Val inside still, but I don't see the main stack. Although just like moving my camera around, I drop frames, so I think the main stack is still in there. Yep, there it is. Mm-hmm. You can just feel it. Swiftness. Blasting. Empowering. Peppermint oiling. 4, 2. I'll get those pages back, it's fine. Good veil, stab, Aegis. I'm really just kind of burning my heal charges right now, but it's fine, they grow back. Like, I've already got 2 again. I'm about to have 3. They're veiling again. Let's put a line around this corner. Small stab. Okay. Let's do big stab here. We're still moving, so I don't want to drop a resistance field. I'll put a resistance field like there. Let's roll Reflex here. And then stab Aegis for his eventual push. Cleanse these Condis. I think I was a little slow on that, but it's alright. Sank on tail, sank on tail. Hallowed here, hallowed. I'm out of things to do in mace, so let's get into staff. I'm gonna drop a line on that down. Doesn't look like anybody needs stun breaks in the tails. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. 1, 4. Just pump some resistance here while we convert those last couple downs. This is gonna do a bit of reflect. My stab's about to expire. Give me some new one. Chilling here, put my symbol down, blast it. Empowering. I'm gonna put a line on that to try and cover it off. I got 1 interrupt, but it's not really like anything. Stab. Oh, Jesus. Huh. I think this will be fine. That's the wrong order to do that in. Tank in front, trying to hand res. I can't get that hand res. You're gonna lose people on that cliff behind. Yeah. That was unfortunate. You can't walk up that cliff. Yeah, near the end of that fight. We got caught on that glyph. We could not get back up. But maybe I can? I mean, not the spot I was at. Maybe there's a spot on that hill. But I couldn't find it. Not in the heat of the moment. I'll have to go back and look. It's just like it's an awkward position to fight in. TM also hasn't let you get out of 900. Like, when they see you pull off, they actually just chase. So it's going to be really hard to disengage from them. How's it going? It's good. We're fighting, like, 65 TM and Val, and because Zik picked up a bunch of holiday hours for me while I was at home visiting family, I commanded all last week. So this is like the first time he's commanding in a week and a half, and it's a 65-man nightmare squad versus 320s, but we're doing all right. We won at least one fight, and they're competitive, so. Content's good. Real life is good. I'm finally like 99% over the cold that I got when I went to visit family. Never doing that again. How about yourself, Senna? How are you doing these days? This is gonna be TM. I don't need to... Yeah. Tired and busy, but surviving. That's good. It could be worse. You could be like a California game dev studio instead of a Seattle game dev studio. Hold on, 2 OJs? A second group? A mythical second group has appeared on the map? Who's this gonna flip to? A couple of friends, former coworkers have lost houses. Yeah, it's bad. I've actually got a friend of mine who I don't think lives in that area of LA, but definitely lives in LA. I should shoot him a text and see how he's doing. Because he's near that. Where is he? I want to say he's in Long Beach, but I'm not sure that's correct. Yeah, he's in Long Beach, so I think he's probably going to be fine overall, because it's mostly like a Northwest LA issue, but still, man, every picture that I have seen coming out of that looks completely apocalyptic. The hell? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is not good. Alright, let's see if we can focus up. For one fight. Swiftness. Blast, blast, blast. Empowers. It's fine, we get pages back. That's probably going to be early stab. But we'll see what he does with it. Oh, that's close. It's going to be really close. Okay. I think this is fine. Sorry that happened, Poxy. I'm not sure if that was my fault or not, but I can't do anything about it up there. Give me Aegis, please. Give me 1 charge of my mantra. Sank on you. Not fast enough on the dodge. I'm up. Hallowed up the hill, hallowed up the hill. Let's keep rolling ages. Okay, skills aren't going off, we auto. Just auto. We auto here, it rolls healing to our friends. We're checking to see if other skills work. Other skills appear to be working. Okay, we can use skills again. Stab, cover it with Aegis. Immediately waste it on Indom, but we really want Courage 5 here for the damage mitigation. I can open Resolve. Green coming, green coming, green coming. Green coming from west. We can convert a couple of these. I'm fine chilling in that MO. I don't care. My stab, please. Alright, we're gonna have to use an Aegis, or we're gonna have to use a Mantra Charge. We're all going to die here. We push directly into traps. Yeah. Much better. Don't do this to me, man. Come on. Stick on your tag, man. Use... Okay, he did use stability. That's fair. Yeah, in lag that's that bad, I think we're just going to have to rely on Mace and auto-attack downs. Mace is just our better option than anything else we can do. But I overlapped stab really bad, going directly from stand your ground into Indom. I should have just used Indom, period. So there's skill lag, but it's not skill lag all the time. It's like a couple seconds of skill lag. If you try and press a skill like twice and it doesn't go off, just auto and then try again in a couple seconds. Don't waste like 5 seconds trying to cast a skill it's not going to go off. Fill with autos and then go back to it when it works. Wall, 100, 100, 100. Yaks, I need these. Get away from that. Okay, he's pulling off. He doesn't give a shit. Senna, remind me, are you a fan of like roguelikes? Like Caves of Cud, Project Zomboid, Dwarf Fortress, like Neo Scavenger kind of genre games, or is that not really your vibe? Somewhat. I've been playing Astronauts. It's compelling. I don't think it's good, but it's also like version 0.14 right now, so it's like not really ready to go yet. But it's a very compelling game. It would be one to keep an eye on for like a year from now, probably. The core conceit is that it's like it's top-down roguelike hard space shipbreaker. You are a character living on like an asteroid colony, and you fly out into space and you salvage ships that are sitting in a ship graveyard. But like everything is modular and everything is granular. It's like you take a piece of wall off of a ship, you can install it onto your ship. You take a thruster off of a ship you find, you put it onto your ship. So everything is like modular and comes apart and gets reassembled. You have to deal with atmosphere. It's got all like the crunchy spaceflight mechanics. You have to manage like your Delta V because you've got onboard fuel, you've got RCS, you've got like, you know, matching velocities, matching rotation angles, you've got like a docking minigame. It's got a lot of stuff going on. It just doesn't really have like a purpose yet. But I think it'll get there, and when it does, I think it's going to be really interesting to play. It'll show up on stream at some point in the next month, probably. I think there's enough... Yeah, single player, currently. I think there's enough to do like a one-night stream on it, where we play it for like 4 hours. It's got about that much going on. I still have Indom somehow? Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. Give me a line on me. I really need to be a mace. I really need to be a mace. Give me mace. Give me mace. Give me mace. Mace? Mace is here. Give me charges. Charges always work. Give me charges. Charges always work. I chill here. I chill here. My autos are stronger than your autos. I'm autoing on my commander. I can't stick that res. I can't stick that. I'll cleanse all these. Get a symbol down. Roll ages. I'm dropping a sank on those downs in front. I'm just gonna, like, chill on my other tags here. I'm gonna Hallowed on Tyrion right here. Of course, he would move out of it. Oh. Classic. I feel like my skills are mostly working. Can we go back to playing the game? We can go back to playing the game. Come on, I need this resistance field. Yes, man. That resistance field is huge. That's a lot of condies. Let me do something about that quick. How about like this? Okay. Should probably get back into base here. I could just, like, reflect a ton of projectiles here. Donk is also down. Next time I see Tyrion push, I'm going to drop a sank. I don't think he's... I'm going to drop a sank here because they're pushing. Downs. Hallowed in front. More downs. More downs? I think they got those up. Can reflect. More downs, more downs, more downs. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Their respawns are coming in. We're gonna lose this fight if we just sit here forever. They've got an endless string of respawns coming in. Stun break that. Deep sank on them. Lots of interrupts on them. Oh god, that's goodbye. I've got nothing left, man. I got bannered. That's fair. That's the fight that never ends, man. They're gonna run back forever on that. Watching people doing ship salving into Star Citizen. I should check out Star Citizen one of these days. You have to drop the win-loss binary every 30 seconds alive is a W. I don't know that I love that metric. I've had my fill of, like, I've had my fill of the 5 support just bunker on people, convert 1 down every 15 seconds meta, respectfully. Hey, Tyrion was living like crazy in there. I don't trust this chain box. It's because Zik ran back. If anything, because I'm the furthest away from tag, I was actually the most on stack. Do you want to move into Discord if Donk and us are going to merge, or are you going to have them come into TeamSpeak? Okay. Have you had any... Well, so interesting things are happening in our alliance. Senna. I don't know if you're up to speed on them or not, but we're having trouble existing as a bunch of guilds that run 25 in matchups where all of our enemies run 50. And we're having to stack with other tags more often, which is fine. And that's like, we've kind of designed the alliance to do that explicitly so that we have coverage and we can omniblob with other tags. But organizationally, us being the only guild on the planet that uses TeamSpeak is actually an obstacle to stacking up. So Ruthless has been considering moving to Discord after our current TeamSpeak license expires, so that it becomes easier to collaborate with other guilds in the alliance. So like for tonight, not to leak comms too much, but like it's us, it's Pyro, and it's Bomb. And it's difficult to have 3 20-man groups fight one 60-man group because our tags would need to be able to work together really well in order to pull that off. So Pyro actually tagged down and is just going to fold into our spot. And so they're all like, you know, pouring into TeamSpeak now, but we're having to do that more often. And if we're having to do that more often, I think it becomes simpler to just start using Discord for comms because we need to be working with other groups rather than doing our own thing. It's interesting. These are the kinds of social shifts that I love observing as they happen, even if I'm a little disappointed that it's hard to fight at my chosen squad size these days. But that balanced environment is temporary. The game moves through phases. Sometimes small-scale content is good, sometimes small-scale content is bad, but like, I like the people that I play with, and we're reasonably good at adapting, so it'll be okay. Gotta do it like the old Milsim group structures. I don't think it's ever... I mean, Blackgate had that. Blackgate had CCOMs back in like seasons, where all of the commanders were also in like a separate commander channel, and they were doing that Milsim style of call out where they were like, hey, we need help on like, you know, Red BL in CCOMs, and then some squad would come over there. I don't think we're ever going back to that, just because the people who play Guild Wars 2 now are too old. They're stacked tight on Portal, by the way. Be swiftness here. But it's been interesting to observe how people are shifting to become more organized. And I've got a bunch of stuff that's coming in January, February as far as content creation is concerned that's going to be exploring that. Okay, I'm getting closer and closer to... What's up, Fuchu? How you doing? I'm getting closer and closer to releasing the first video in the server history series, but I also have an interview scheduled this weekend with 3 Mystery Alliance members. And I need to stun break my friends there. And we're going to be chatting about different organizational structures in alliances. Like, what are the goals that you have for your alliance? What are the ways that you collaborate with other groups that are in your alliance? How do you decide who gets invited? How do you decide who gets recruited? And I deliberately chose 3 alliances that I think are fairly different in terms of structure, but all have really cohesive structures. So I'm excited about that. That interview is going to be Sunday, and then I'll probably get around to editing and releasing that by like Tuesday. And I think that should be a very interesting video. Ask them why Alliance? You mean why Alliance instead of Battle Guilds, or why Alliance instead of Solo? Hallowed on you here, Hallowed. So I will not ask them why Alliance instead of Battle Guild. That's an obvious Roy plant. But I do think it's interesting exploring the different ways that people are choosing to kind of self-organize in this new restructuring world. Goodbye. It's really hot. Just stab gaps. I could have called it stab was low, but I think I need to pay more attention. Why the meta group as opposed to the existing guilds are already a part of? Okay, I can add that to the agenda. I suspect I know the answer already, but it'll be fun to ask them. Take me to drive. Oh no, I'm getting spawn camped by my. Get the hell out of there. I would have put that under Chef Plays Games at Gmail. Oh no, I'm getting spawn camped by Oh my again. Borderlands chat episode 2 planning. Let's see. Alliance formation, 15 to 20 minutes. I think the first question should be... What chose you... What? No. What led you to choose to join up with other guilds instead of going solo? And then I'll massage that a bit to get it to fit better into the other line of questioning that I've got. What's the perceived benefit of that group? Does it actually work out? Yeah, so what I have is what led you to join up with other guilds instead of going solo? And these are literally the questions I'm going to be asking my guests. We might go a little off track on some of them depending on what they want to talk about, but this is going to be what I like try to engineer the conversation around, just to give you the spoiler preview. Some alliances are old server communities, others are groups of players who all play the same way, and others are mixed groups focusing on coverage. What kind of alliance strategies have you seen, and how have you structured your own alliance? Who did you choose to include in that structure, and why? And then I have, across most alliances, players have some shared goal that they're working on, whether it's fights, improving at the game, winning matchups, or hanging out with friends. What are the goals in each of your alliances? Have those goals changed over the course of the restructuring betas and the launch of the always-on system? Then I've got a question on alliance management. Alliances usually have shared leadership. The three of you aren't the only people running things in your respective alliances, so how do you coordinate among your respective guilds in terms of things like roster sharing, coordinating guild runs, deciding who gets to recruit, deciding when you run, etc.? And then finally, I've got improvements. Restructuring isn't always on beta, and alliances themselves were a scrapped and retooled feature of that. What limitations of the restructuring system have you found, and what can be improved either through the community or through ArenaNet changes? Those are the four big categories that we're going to be hitting. Hope that one of the three I'm interviewing is an OCXC heavy alliance. I don't think that's true, although one of these alliances I know definitely has a couple OCX guilds in it. What I want to do for OCX specifically, Fuchio, is I actually want to do... So I'm trying to do a podcast a month where we cover some kind of broad issue that affects World versus World. So the first one in this series was the interview that I did with Cecil and Roy on the development of the restructuring system. This is going to be Borderlands Chat Episode 2, which is the structure and anatomy of alliances. I have 4 more planned, and one of the ones I would like to do is off hours in World versus World, which would be explicitly about OCX and C alliances, how the OCXC community is doing, what the challenges are that OCX and C players face, and how their gameplay experiences can be improved. Because I think NA Prime is mostly doing fine, but I think OCX and C are in a pretty rough spot these days for a number of reasons. And I would like to do an entire hour-long podcast that's just focused on that. Like, what are these unique issues that OCX and C groups face, and to a lesser extent EU groups? You have people like TV, Salamanders Guild, that run in the EU time slot, even though they're NA. and just kind of drill into that specifically and figure out how that play can be improved and what the current deficiencies and strengths of the world versus world system are for groups that decide to play in non-prime time hours. The biggest issue that I've had with doing that is actually finding people who are willing to chat about it. So if you're offering, I would love your expertise on who you think would be constructive participants for that conversation. I'm obviously not looking for people who are just a bunch of like ANET yes men and are like, yes, everything is good, I'm having a great time playing off hours. But I want people who are able to contribute constructively to a discussion rather than just complain and be like, everything is horrible, ArenaNet needs to fix it, but not be able to offer anything constructive that works towards that actual, oh fuck, I'm dead. I'm not dead, I'm fine, I'm chilling. That works towards that goal. I have a couple people who I've started to reach out to, but the scheduling has been hard. And I also wanted to wait until after the VP changes went live, because the VP changes were a big shift to how those off hours function. And now that those are live, I think that'll probably wind up being the February podcast. So yeah, if you've got a list of people, I would greatly appreciate getting that. I've also been meaning to reach out to Pandas now that he's back, because I think he would also be a good participant for that. I talked to Killer Squirrel from Socks. I think he would be great for that. I talked to Saku from EA. He tentatively said he would participate, and then I also talked to Isaac, and Isaac said that he would, but like it's been so long that I've been trying to work on that Isaac has quit between when I talked to him about it and when it would happen. So I'm not sure if he's still going to be in, even though he's not even actively playing anymore. Saku and Cookie are the two that immediately stand out. Alright, I can reach out to Cookie. Saku, I've already got the connection to. But yeah, hit me up in my DMs if you've got any suggestions. I would love to make it a conversation that isn't... I would love to make it a conversation that's productive. I don't expect it to be a conversation that's optimistic, because I think the OCX community really is struggling with a lot of things right now. But I'd like it to be actionable. I'd like something productive to come from it, even if it's not necessarily all roses about how the OCX community is currently feeling. So anybody who you think could contribute to that, I would greatly appreciate. Also, you want to fight? Let's go. Yapping in the middle of a serious fight stays completely undefeated. Commander Hungies, by the way, my food expired in the middle of that fight. Also, Fiddy? Okay. And I was also going to talk to Salamander, obviously, because like I already know Salamander is well-spoken, because he's one of the co-hosts on State of the Mists with Criff. So I know that he's an articulate guy. I know that he's fairly rational about, like, you know, how the game environment looks. So I think ideally it would be like Salamander, because he's the only EU person that I know, and then like Saku, because I think Saku's just really smart, and then two of either like Fiddy, X-Pandas, Cookie, Killer Squirrel, etc. Appreciate it, man. I don't think that I have like the capacity to be a full-time podcaster, but I'm enjoying the podcast conversations. For the issues that Indo's Commander Roundtable or Commander Talk Radio or whatever he called it had, I think having some kind of dialogue format content in World versus World is positive overall. So that's one of them. That's probably Borderlands Chat 3. Borderlands Chat 4 is going to be GVGs, and we're going to try and schedule it around a GVG tournament, whether it's one of the NA Draft Derbies or whether it's something else. Borderlands Chat 5 is going to be public tagging, And then, what was Borderlands Chat 6 going to be? I wrote it down somewhere. Let me see if I can go find it. This could be so hard to find because this conversation's moved on, but there was something in there as well. You want to be on the GVG one? Like, you have the credentials to do it, but I have asked Roy to help with a couple things before, and he said that he needs, like, permission slips from the Grouch to do any kind of content stuff, so I wasn't even going to bother asking. It sounds like it's a pretty... It sounds like it's a lot of red tape for you guys to participate in things that are outside of ANET's official purview. Though I was excited to see that Roy is going to be a caster for the upcoming Zaishin Draft Derby. I think it'll be really interesting to hear his thoughts on that. I ate, right? Yeah, I ate. Definitely some tape. Depends on topic and level of involvement. I mean, I think that the more avenues you guys have for communication in general, the better. So if you're saying that you want to be on the GVG one, I would be willing to jump through some red tape to make that happen, but it's up to you guys at the end of the day. I think there's no shortage of community expertise that I can rely on as well. Try and drag like Div or Star out of retirement to talk about some of the history of the game mode or something. Mostly memeing on the GVG one. I know. I just wanted to see how serious you would get about it if I pretended that I was serious about it. You know? Ooh, good polls. Get him. It's a temp. He's not gonna miss. He forgot that mist was an ability. Stab. And 5, 1. Roll in 1. He's gonna stop about here. He's not gonna stop there. It's a disaster. My resistance field does nothing. I'm in hell. I'm gonna pass away. I need to cleanse Gandhi's. Let's roll H's here. Good downs. He's gonna push back on our tail and dropping a sank there. Give me a small step here. Hallowed for when you get there. Cleave all this out. Roll projectile reflex again. Give me a 5, 1, 5, please. Okay, I'll take the 5. Get me out of there. It's just so slow to dodge. Just watching my health drop. Get me up. Get me out of there. I've dodged directly into them. I'm over. I'm so over. I'm fine. My party's fine. Interrupts. Okay. Sad ages. I'm just gonna roll my autos because I don't trust my skills to go off right now. Okay, I do trust my skills to go off now. He's trying to wrap left. Just dump a line on him. My line's gone immediately. Give people their dodges back. Blast anything. Hand raising. Get my commander alive. Stab Aegis. Hallowed on top of them. Hallowed on top of them. He's so much damage. Got him. Just gonna projectile reflect here. I need to clear more conduits. I can get a sank on that down. No, that's too close. You're too close, brother. I don't know about this. I think we die here. Yeah, I think we die here. Goodbye. I'm a coward. I'm a coward. I'm out. Lots of things you're interested in talking about. If I'm not worried about getting not, I'm good 1,000 times. You're always welcome to reach out. I do know this. I appreciate the honesty in our conversations. Hey, there have been times that I've like sent you a DM, haven't heard anything for a day or two, and then I've like gone back to check the DM, and it's like you've just hit it with a react, like a thumbs up, and I'm like, okay, he did see it. I get it though. If I find the opportunity, I will do so. It's gonna bug me that I can't remember what that last Borderlands chat was. Oh, actually, I remembered all of them. Borderlands Chat 3 will be the state of off-hours in World vs. World. Borderlands Chat 4 is GVGs. Borderlands Chat 5 is state of open tagging and public tagging. Sick. There was also a really interesting discussion in the NA Alliance's Discord over like the last, I think like 3 or 4 days on how public tagging is important, but also like why people don't do it anymore. And I earmarked that conversation, and I'm gonna go dig it up when I'm ready for that one. Oh yeah, the cross region, and I have to break out of this NA shell. I gotta pivot from being an NA gamer into being an NA plus EU gamer, and in fairness to myself, I tried to do it for the off hours one, but the state of off hours is really different across NA and EU as well, and I just couldn't find anybody in EU who played off hours who wanted to talk about it. I really tried to do my due diligence on that one, but I just couldn't turn anybody up. The GVG one could probably also be cross-region as well, honestly. Could get like Mias or something in there, or a Rhett. Any of those, or like a Boogie. Any of those guys who play at a fairly high level in EU GVGs, I'm sure would be able to make contributions to the GVG episode. I also think maybe just like a how are EU and NA different episode would be interesting, because I think there's very few people who play cross-region. I think there's a lot of people who play NA and are like, this is what World versus World is like, and I'm guilty of falling into that camp myself sometimes. And then I think there's a lot of people who play EU who are like, this is what World versus World is like. But the game modes are actually like really different across region these days. They haven't always been super different, but it really feels like NA and EU in terms of like their approach to squad composition and their approach to like fighting styles is really different these days, like more so than it has been in the past. So that might also be an interesting one. I feel like there's a fairly high number of EU players that play in NA, but don't feel like the opposite is true. I unfortunately don't have the tools to look at that in like a systematic way. But you know who might? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be interesting to look at that. In the vein of, I think it's really cool when you guys put like one fun stat in every World versus World blog update, and I'm still waiting for the next World versus World blog so that I can find out what the most popular race and profession is for people who are commanders. I think it would also be interesting if you can figure out a way to do it, to look at how many people actually crossplay between regions. Yeah, busy life, I get it. But like, the blog posts kind of fall into the purview of stuff that you have to do for work already, I guess. I'm not telling you how to do your job. I was trying to think of a way to phrase it that wasn't like you already write you get paid to write blog posts, but at least that one you can kind of dovetail with, I presume, stuff that you have to do for your job already. Whereas some of this other stuff is like, do it because it's fun. Do it because it's interesting. You're not paid to do it. Maybe that's just the way that my brain works. But during my PhD, I would always be like, what's a way that I can do something that's interesting but justify it as work? So that I can, like, not get yelled at for doing things that I'm not paid to do. Dropping swiftness. I'm just excited to get back to content creation, honestly. The fruits of finishing my PhD have not appeared on the channel yet, but I have 2 scripts that are written that are in the pipeline right now that I think are going to be really fun to do videos on. One of them is a review of all of the predictions that I made in 2024 and whether they were right or wrong. And then the other one is I have the title for it. I actually have the title for both of these. Title number 1 is What Did I Get Wrong About World vs. World in 2024, where wrong is in all caps. We're going to try being a reaction bait YouTuber. And then the other one is a wish list for World vs. World in 2025, which just has like a nice alliteration to it. And it's going to be like, here is the state of the game mode in 2025. Here's what works. Here's what doesn't work. And here's some things that I hope that we get by the end of the year. And I think both of those videos are going to be very fun. Because I just like making predictions about stuff. I've already written out the script for What Did I Get Wrong About World vs. World in 2025. I'm right about half the time. Which I think is good. Any higher, and it would look like I was, like, leaking information that I'm getting through the partner stuff, which obviously is not true, otherwise I would not be a partner anymore. But also, it's good for keeping you humble. Like, you don't want to make a video that's called What Did I Get Wrong About World vs. World in 2025, and then have it be like, actually, I got everything right, and I'm smart all the time. Like, it's entertaining when you're wrong. I don't know why people are so scared of it sometimes. Just be wrong about shit. It literally doesn't matter. I'm just gonna sit here and, like, press buttons, I guess. Yeah. We can't melee grind forever, but if we melee grind a little bit, it's productive. It's part nothing ventured, nothing gained, and it's also part you can't learn something unless you get it wrong first. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I was wrong about in 2024 that has changed the way that I have thought about World vs. World as a result. Like, let me see if I can dig up the notes that I took. I think I left them over here somewhere. Actually, I may have taken those notes on, like, one of my bills. So I'm not sure that I can show that part off. Am I okay here? I'm okay here. That's not it. You can tell that I have an incredible organizational system here by the random noise of shuffling papers. That's definitely not going to be it. Is this it? This is it. Okay, I found it. Things that I got right and wrong in 2024. In the March 19th balance patch video, I predicted that Stab Chrono was not dead just because Chaos Aura got nerfed and that people would continue to play it and that actually it was good. That's damn true. It only became damn true in like the last month and a half, but people be playing Chrono because that build is still strong. Changes in the patch are going to push groups towards more organization and coordination, and a meta that's driven less towards size. One of the most false statements that's ever been made. I actually think that was the impetus for pushing World versus World squads towards like massive 50-man groups. Groups may experiment with other alacrity professions. True. Everybody started running Renegade after that March 19th patch because it gutted alacrity off of everything else. In the April 16th balance patch, I said that changes to Chaos or Chrono would improve skill lag. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Like, we've definitely skill lagged tonight. But the Chrono Chaos Aura skill lag was nightmarishly bad. Like, ridiculously bad. People forget. It was so bad. Hold on, I have to pay attention quick. Dodge one. Resist field here. We have switch tags, by the way. This is now Donk commanding, who is Pyro's main commander. Sank on left side here. Sank left side. Seems like a good spot to just like roll a million Aegis. Uh-oh. Bad grapple. Hallowed left side. Hallowed. Let's pop a little bit of cleanse out. I'm out of things to do in Mace. I could have rolled a Mace 3 there actually, but oh well. Give him a lion. I'll empower here. Greedy empower. Greedy empower. Claiming these souls is a crazy downstate goal. I like that. I might steal it. He's calling claim these souls, man. Hallowed on us? Or, sank on us? I don't think we're gonna make that. Yeah, I'm pulled in. I'm dead. Goodbye. Yeah, so I have a bunch of predictions right now. It should be a good video. It's not all balance changes stuff either. It's also like, I got invited to be on State of the Mists last year. And that was the video where I was like, we're going to see restructuring by the end of the summer as an always-on system. That was damn true. But there's a bunch of stuff in here that I've been wrong about. And the stuff that the push towards bigger groups and the push towards like the 4 minstrel support, I think has been the biggest thing that I've kind of taken away from playing World versus World and doing content creation over the last year. Is that when something is good, like Barrier, or like Alacrity, or like, you know, anything else that is good for support, and it gets nerfed, the response from most groups is not to do less of it because it's available less. It's just to double up on it. Like, oh, you're nerfing the barrier output of Scourge. Okay, we'll run Scourge and Scrapper so that we have the same amount of barrier. Oh, you're nerfing Alacrity off of Tempest and Scourge and Druid. Well, we're just going to run Renegade now because Renegade is how you get 100% Alacrity. Oh, you're nerfing Renegade Alacrity? We're going to run Renegade and Chrono. And we're going to stay at 100% Alacrity. And thinking about it now, I'm like, yeah, obviously that's what people are going to do, but like, me in March, April, May was not thinking about balance that way. And I think if I hadn't been thinking about it in terms of like making predictions about it and being like, realistically, what do I expect a group to do based on these changes, I don't know that I would have been in a position to notice how the meta was changing as it changed. I think I just would have not been paying as much attention to it if I wasn't thinking about like, okay, I said this was going to happen in a video. Is this actually happening or not? Horrible ages. They veiled. Big stab for that. You guys are fine. I'm gonna sank right on their head, man. I don't give a dang. I'm crazy. Empower this. We're fine here. I'm not fine here anymore. Get these condies off me. Symbol, blast it. Aegis. Stab again. Skills aren't going off? Alright, we auto. We don't even wait. We just auto. Skills are going off now. Incredible timing. Healing. Gotcha. Oh, that's hot. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, he got hands. He got hands. Come on, punish the spot. Push into that sink. You know you want to. It never went off. Okay. Let's give me any stab. Dude, Donk is taking a shitload of damage. He's taking so much. Stab Aegis. That's going to burn a lot of dodges out of people. I actually need to empower to give people endurance back here. Hallowed on you when you land, Zik. We have downs. Give me a line on those. Ooh, that's a good push from them. Losing all of that on the side is not good. I have Indom available for this. Get that immob off of me. I can't stick that. I'm glad somebody else signated it. Cross that twice. I need to empower again now. My tag never made it to me. I really like the change to empower, man. I love that it gives you a little bit of dodge back, so you can dodge twice, plant your feet, and then empower to get some of it back. Like, it really helps you out. You would like Pyro, Senna. If you've ever got a chance one of these days, you should swing by one of their raids. It's a really good community. Dunk and Prowler are both very good commanders, but, like, they take a very thoughtful approach to the game. For all the remote driving would be hilarious. I mean, I've been saying that a GVG where the two commanders actually just, like, take the spectator orb and EOTM would go crazy. Where they're, like, RTS commanding. As I should tell Sunny. That's a banger idea. RTS GVG. Told Atros he'd run with them a month ago and haven't gone there. I've told people I'd run with them like 2 or 3 months ago and I still haven't done it. It's hard finding the time. But I want to try and work on it. I've been making a conscious effort to run with groups that we get linked to. At a minimum. Like, I'm running with Zorik on Monday. Because despite the fact that we're both partners, I don't think I've ever played with him before. So Zorik's going to be Monday. I want to stop by one of Hex runs, and I want to stop by one of ROG's runs. And one of Love's runs, probably. Love has been putting in some work on, like, improving on fight elements of the game mode lately, and it sounds like it's been paying off for them, so I want to stop by and see how that's been going. Those are my 3 goals to get done in this month link. Play with Love once, play with Salt once, or Cube, I guess, is what Zorik's guild is called. And then play with Heck once. Yoink. 3 minutes wrench. They've conceded outer. That's a moral victory for us. They're already preparing in their minds to defend inner. They've resigned to this fight already. They also don't have their large group here, that's true, but we have the mental advantage right now. Their souls are broken. So we call raid now that JJ got in. Yup. They're veiling. Senna, I don't know who made this change, but whoever did, it was diabolical. The change to the legendary weapon selection box that now takes you to like a special room in the mists. It's a nice looking room. Don't get me wrong. But it has killed World vs. World players probably like 24 times just among people who I play with. Because they get tempted by clicking random buttons in their inventory, and then they wind up going to the Astral Cave, and then they never play with us again. I'm gonna pass away. I'm gonna live. I have no cooldowns left, but I'm alive. I don't really know how. Hallowed on you, Hallowed here. We dodged a lot there. Give me the Empower. And then roll into this. Oh, give me those bounds. Claim these souls. I'm claiming souls right now. Sank under Supply Depot. Or like in the choke. I need this stab to go off so badly. There it is. Dodge 1, dodge 2. Greatest Empower of your life. It gives all of their energy back. Kind of. Like, not really, but don't think about it too hard. Now we just roll Aegis here. We kill anybody over pushing. I get punted into the Supply Depot. That's fine. Give me big stab on this. That's a great downstack. Hallowed in front on this. Hallowed in front. He's pushing into Hallowed. That's beautiful. I love that for me. I am going to be out of things to do in Mace shortly, so let's switch over to Staff. Blast a couple Condis off. Give me a single... Goodbye. Never mind, I'm fine. They didn't capitalize. I think we're fine. Like, I think this is breaking. This should break, like, right here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Do people want that click disabled in World versus World? I feel like the majority of the World versus World players would want that click disabled in World versus World, yes. I feel like there are two factions of people. There are people who have accidentally clicked that box who definitely want it disabled. And there are people who have not clicked that box, but as soon as they do, will want it disabled. I don't know who the World versus World player is who's like, I have to go directly from World versus World to my Astral Vault. And I can't, like, stop in the middle by taking 5 seconds to click the Leave the Mists button. I have to go directly there. But I'm not entirely sure that person exists. And if they do, I have a lot of questions that I would like to ask them. They seem like the kind of person who would, like, drink a Soylent in the shower to save, like, 15 seconds of time in their morning routine and then get stuck in traffic for half an hour. Took a note. I appreciate it. I'm going out? I'm going out, man. I see my commander drop out, I drop out. Yes, man. Very nice. If I didn't follow my commander out, I would have lost positions on the distance from tag tracker. I had to follow him out. I had to farm meter position. Yeah, I was in combat with a guard, man. Yeah. Everyone's gonna look at the distance from tag meter and be like, wow, he's so bad at Firebrand. I don't need them thinking that. Hold on, I'm on a line. I have to catch up to my commander again. I'm not gonna waste stab on it, but like. He's so on tag right now. Just clear your meter. You're like winning distance to tag by being as far away as possible. That's easy. Any fight your commander dies, just live. You skyrocket to the top of the meter. Sometimes if I see my commander go down, I'll just die on top of him so that I don't wind up too high on distance from tag. Yeah. So you can also log out, yeah, sure. I'm helping. I helped you? Tag meter is anti-fun? No. Tag meter is the most fun. Tag meter is my favorite arc DPS meter to chase. It's the purest expression of skill there is. It's how close did you stay to your commander, ignoring all aspects of playing your class. Anti-fun is like downstate contribution. Because you'll be on Berserker and you'll line up the greatest arc divider of all time, and then it hits 5 people in downstate, and you just give up. You're like, guess I'll die. Like, not really, you'll live, because you have enemies in downstate. But spiritually, you're like, I guess I'll die. Good pulse. I'm not going to get a resistance field off of this anywhere good. I'm just going to drop the tome. That's not a good end but it's fine. Tag meter makes you a toxic commander. Hey, here's a fun idea if you ever want to destroy your squad's morale. Have a night where you're commanding, where after every fight you kick the person from squad who's farthest on the distance from tag meter. And then when your squad's down to 10 people, hold a giveaway for the last 10 players. I don't see any way that that could go poorly, or like, you know, not foster a sense of community in your squad. That seems like a perfectly healthy thing to do. If the C issues you're having, you can't afford to kick anyone. That's fair. I'm gonna repeat the same joke that I made to you in Whispers already, by the way, Fooch, because I liked it. Has ArenaNet considered fixing off-hours population imbalances by sponsoring members of the community to move to OCX and C time zones? Like, I don't mean to brag too much, but I'm a fairly influential content creator. I was recently ranked as the 188th most famous World vs. World player in a very objective and scientific poll conducted by JMac. So, like, you know, I'm just saying, you pay me to live in Singapore for like 2 years and revitalize the C community. You could make more money off of that than you put in Maybe. Question mark? Dollar sign emoji? Actually, Singapore's probably really expensive. Pay for me to live in like Adelaide or something. Adelaide's a fairly affordable city. Like, you pay me to live in Singapore or like Hong Kong or Sydney, you're probably going to lose money. You pay me to live in like, I don't know, Kyoto or like Adelaide or like Ho Chi Minh City or Wellington, dude, I would live in. If you paid me to live in Wellington, I'd do it. I'm just saying, like, if you were really committed to fixing these off hours issues, how come you're not paying for people to like uproot their lives and live in a different time zone? Is the forum post that I would make if I didn't mindfully try to stay constructive. I probably need to. This is hell. We're all going to explode here. We're not exploding here? Yeah, we're all going to explode here. That's crazy hot. Oh, never mind. I'm alive. There's so many condies on my party. I have removed them. Yeah, spoiled. You live in the Philippines. You rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-story house is $140 a month. I actually, two of my very close friends in my PhD program were from the Philippines. It is not a place that I have been yet, but one of the major academic conferences in our field was in the Philippines like 4 years ago. I had the opportunity, I just didn't submit anything. It was in Cebu, I think. And I've heard that it was very nice from people who did attend. But I've only heard good things about the Philippines from them. Sankan Choke. That is a place that I would go, like, whether I was paid to or not, honestly. I'm not sure if Manila is where they're from. I should ask Miggy next time I talk to him. I don't think they're from Cebu either. It's just where the conference was. Honestly, well, no, it's 10:48. He's probably not awake. I'll ask him this weekend. I actually think Amanda's going over there this weekend because it's his birthday. So I'll wish him happy birthday tomorrow and then also ask him where in the Philippines he lived because my friends on the internet wanted to know. I need to stab here. I need to cleanse Gandhi's here. I need to indom here. I'm overlapping my stabs so badly. Just like so badly. But I feel like I need to. That's bad. That's really bad. Good battle standard. He hit me with the wombo combo, man. Horrifying sequence. Look, I'm trying, man. If a fight lasts longer than like 40 seconds, I actually stop knowing what I'm doing on Firebrand. All my cooldowns just getting messed up. I'm not good at like just the button mashing and playing for like numerical advantage. I'm a good spike player. I'm good at lining up skills, but if the fight goes on too long, I just get confused. Oh, my friends on the internet want to know. Yeah. I actually don't even know if I've told them that I stream or not. I was really careful about telling people that I was streaming when I was still in the PhD program because I did not need that working its way back to me. I can be a little less careful with it now, but yeah, exactly. Like, you're not joking. Advisors and admins, but then also like other people in my PhD program who are like, I work really hard on science for a living. And then this is the guy in the lab who's advising me I should check out one of his streams, and then they tune into my stream, and I'm like, do you guys ever think about a guy with like a really strong tongue who like goes to the gym and works his tongue out a lot? He's like flexing his tongue in the mirror, and they're like, what the hell? This is the guy that like gives me feedback on my papers. I can't be that guy. The joke. It's a little shoehorned in, but I got it. I found a way to fit it in. You respect me so much that you voluntarily put a leash on yourself when you're in this chat. You can say whatever on stuff you want, man. I don't care. If you come to my stream thinking that the moderation standards in my stream are the same as they are on like NA alliances, you are sorely mistaken. Because I'm the guy in admin chat on the back end who's like, actually, I don't think it's that bad. Like, they're just doing a bit of light trolling. You can't ban somebody for that. Are you crazy? I'm not suggesting that I'm like the last defender of free and unmoderated speech in NA alliances, but I'm one of them. Also, you guys want a cute story? My niece is in Girl Scouts for the first year. I think she's actually like a brownie or something like that. But she sent us a letter and was like, I mean, it's not like she wrote it. It's like, you know, Brownie Scouts wrote it or whatever. But they were like, it's time to order Girl Scout cookies. So we ordered like a lot of Girl Scout cookies. I'm currently on my second box of Thin Mints. I have one more box of samosas waiting, or Samoas waiting for me downstairs, and then I think there's also like a box of Adventurefuls. And apparently, me and Amanda were enough to like make her the top-selling Girl Scout troop member in her troop. So I'm feeling pretty good about like, you know, when people ask me if family's important to me, I'm like, hell yeah, I bought like $90 worth of Girl Scout cookies from my niece. I care about my family a lot. And I'm going to have some of them now, because I was reminded that they're just sitting here on my desk menacingly. And I haven't had any yet today. See, I'm going to respect that you miss Thin Mints, but I'm also going to tell you that they're like the third best Girl Scout cookie. And I don't think that's too controversial. Are they better than Tagalongs? Like, yeah, obviously. But are they better than Samoas and Adventurefuls? No. Not even close, man. I'm still mounted, what the hell? Thin Mints for life, gang gang. I will give you one chance to redeem yourself, Lucio. And I want to warn you that if you answer incorrectly, my finger is hovering over the timeout for 1 minute button, okay? So consider your answer very carefully. Do you prefer room temperature Thin Mints, or do you prefer Thin Mints that have been in either a fridge or a freezer? I'm not even going to ask if you prefer room temp. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. As soon as this fight's over, I need to put you in the timeout box to think about the choices that you're making in your life. Uh-oh, fight's ending. Hope you got stuff that you want to... If you got stuff that you want to say, you better say it, because we're about to win this fight. I still have Indom somehow? That's crazy. Oh, give me these. They're crumbling, they're crumbling, they're crumbling. Alright, fight's over. I'm so sorry, but this has to be done. Oh, it deleted all your messages? I didn't mean to do that. How do I undo that? Unban? Can I get those back? Hang on. I'm never doing this again. That was too traumatizing. Did that really get rid of all the shit you typed in the last 10 seconds? That's crazy. Hold on, oh my god, it did. That's so fucked up. I'm never timing somebody out ever again. That's not even funny. Like, that's not even funny as a joke. I mean, I've still got it, like, screenshotted. I could repost it, but... it killed everything. That's messed up. That's so fucked up. Why would that be the default set? Like, why would it not just delete stuff that you said in, like, the last minute? I'm never timing somebody out ever again. I make this solemn promise. I'm only performing 2 kinds of moderation in this chat from now on. I'm either banning people for life forever. For example, if they come into stream and they're like, hey, you can get the best viewers at like alpha TV dot fucking whatever. Or I'm just like deleting single messages that I disagree with. They got a nerf timeout, man. Timeout's way too strong. And you know what the most fucked up part is? These Thin Mints, they're room temp. I didn't put them in the fridge yet. I got too hungry. I'm a hypocrite. I'm horrible. I'm fucked up. I'm just a horrible guy. You should not listen to me. Honestly, though, I freeze them. I don't feel like I'm gonna shatter my teeth. I want to just leave them in my mouth for like a minute so they defrost. But I will not apologize for saying that refrigerated chocolate products hit different. Like refrigerated dark chocolate, 100%. Refrigerated Kit Kats, 100%, dude. Thin Mints, absolutely. If it's got like a chewy filling, like I will not freeze a Snickers bar. I wouldn't freeze like a Milky Way or a Three Musketeers. I think that's psycho behavior. But if it's supposed to be crunchy, like if it's a chocolate that you eat because you want the crunch, like a Thin Mint has a little bit of crunch to it, Kit Kat has a little bit of crunch to it, like a crunch bar, obviously it's in the name. You gotta, like if you make them colder, it just enhances the crunch. It improves the crunch factor. Cold peanut butter cups? See, for me, cold peanut butter cups would actually fall into the better room temp category because they're more chewy than crunchy. But also, I'm not like a huge fan of peanut butter cups in the first place. I think the peanut butter to chocolate ratio is just kind of off on most peanut butter cups that I've had. The best peanut butter cup is the one that's like, it's tall and it's a little fat. Like the squat wide classic Reese's peanut butter cup, that's not the best peanut butter cup shape by a long shot. The best peanut butter cup shape is the little like tall fat peanut butter cup. Like the Halloween size one. You know the one. Damn. Pages. Dodge one, get ready to stun break your friends in the tail. Our tail appears to be fine. So I'm just going to rip a bunch of Aegis from them. They don't have Aegis right now. That's going to be bad for them. It's a bit of an optimistic resistance field, I would say. But we did just dodge twice, so give me my adrenaline back. Or my endurance back. Just rotate slowly around here. Give me big stab up. Sank on their down, sank on down, sank on downs. Getting interrupts. Huge. I'm also getting bounced around. That's bad. That's really bad. I'm fine. I'm chilling. Let's see. How do I live through this? I think I just, like... I think I trust my squad. Hallowed in front. Hallowed. Give me one resolve. Interesting defensive dome. I get what you were going for with it. It's not bad. You have Sank in 5, Zik. Sank in 5. Stun break, my friends. I think I can get that. I can't get that privateer, I'm sorry. Toxie, I can get you at least. Maybe I can't. Yeah, there we go. Stab. Sank arrow, sank arrow. Big spike, big old spike. Sphere would probably be ideal. I swear that Reese's made a peanut butter cup sphere. It was like a ball that was about the size of like a grocery store gumball. You know, like one of those guys, maybe. And it was a sphere and it had peanut butter on the inside. I swear that that existed at some point. I feel like I have had that product. It's like maybe I'm thinking of like an Easter chocolate, like little Easter chocolate egg things, except they have peanut butter on the inside. Maybe I'm thinking of those now that I think about it. Like peanut butter egg. Peanut butter egg. Dude, also Easter's coming up, man. I'm so excited. Peanut butter Easter egg. It's all like people who cook them for recipe blogs, but yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Is a peanut butter Easter egg. But yeah, those go crazy. I think you're super right on that. Alright, I think this is my last Thin Mint I'm allowed. No, serving size is 4 cookies. I can have 2 more. Let's go. Alright, this is my last one. And you gotta go back in the box. And I gotta close it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna stop. Until I die again? That's actually an extremely funny stream idea. If Ruthless commands on Wednesday, I think he said he was thinking about taking PTO so that he can actually command. I will do a Wednesday stream where every time I die, I eat 1 Girl Scout cookie and then I int every single fight. I think that's an exceptionally funny idea. Just 100%. Play like DH, glass DH, press F3, shelter, push ahead a tag, and then like explode on contact, and then eat a cookie. That's so funny. Also, TM has tagged it down. So that is end of content for blue for now. Uh-oh. That's bad. We're in this, never mind. I feel like I've got a bag slot somewhere in my bank. I should probably stick that on my guard with how often I've been playing guard lately. Sorry, did... JJ waited in queue for 2 hours. He joined for 1 fight. He left at 11, and now he's going to the gym, and then he's playing PoE after? What is his schedule? I'm not saying the nighttime gym part is weird. I'm just saying, like, I would have thought that's... He's got to play PoE after that? I thought I was the only person on the planet on, like, an 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. sleep schedule. Oh, that's true. He is West Coast, yeah. Yeah, 8 p.m. gym is actually pretty normal. That's what I'm thinking, man. That I could not do that. I have to interact with the working world too often. I'm not gonna say that West Coast does not sound incredibly convenient for World versus World. Like, if I played World versus World from 6 to 9, I'd have so much of my night left after I was done. As is, I end stream, and then play, like, an idle clicker game for, like, 30, 40 minutes, just to, like, chill out and turn my brain off before I go to bed, and then I go to bed. The true nightmare is going to be if Amanda gets this job in Copenhagen. Because KNT raid times in Copenhagen are 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. So that is going to be, like, insane degen stream hours if I have to do that. That's going to be really, really bad. Good trebs, good trebs. Stab. Got him. Gotta gather the degens. That's true. Quaggan has DM'd me at some truly fucked up times. Not for me, because I'm awake, but hey, there's not a ton of people who are like, it's 3:30 a.m., let's have a conversation. Hey, what do you mean, hey? It's a compliment. If you're offended, that's like a you problem. You need to introspect about why you feel offended by that statement. I love my sleep schedule. I think I'm like a cool guy. Is Prosecute on green or blue? Does anyone know? I thought Prosecute was on our team. Or is that last month? Andrew Tate. He's like basically bald. Almost all of his hair is gone, and he's definitely a predator. Oh, okay. It was not Andrew Tate that they were talking about. And Quaggan's also in comms. I'm not going to repeat who that was about. You might. I am not going to. Still Q10 on this map, huh? Nalavan is VNG. Nal is OP. No, he's just Nal. Wow, this is a defended tower, huh? Commander, we only have 61 supply left. How will we take this objective? Okay. 4 DMs? Who the hell? That one's a message request. Hold on. This is TM, right? Yeah, TM says good fights. We're calling it there. Dude, prosecute whispering people to try and set up content is the funniest shit ever, man. Was it like last week or 2 weeks ago when I was like, hey, he tried to come to my map and got queued, and I was like, hey, you guys can have this spot. Good luck with the fights. I'm going somewhere else. And then he was like, yeah, okay, we'll take care of it. And then 5 seconds later, he was like, wow, this group is big. Can you come back? I love Prosecute, man. I think he's... I don't know if he intends to be funny, but I think he is very funny. And in some ways, if he doesn't mean to be funny, it's even funnier. Got him. I gotta unfrick this inventory one of these days. I should do that over the weekend. He, I should actually DM him, because he said he had a cold like 2 weeks ago. And he was like, yeah, this cold isn't going away. I'm not gonna be at raid. And then, like, we haven't heard from him for a week. Should, like, probably make sure he's okay. I'll actually go DM him now. That's relatively important. Because he might actually, like, really not be feeling well. All right, I have DM'd Yumi. I'll see what's going on with him. What are you gonna do? Stop me? Don't think so. Don't think so. Nice projectiles. I'm fine, I'm chilling. Don't worry about me, I'm okay. Mr. Firebrand kind of BM. Hills. I would rather capture hills. Not left keep. Garrick's a bit. But it's only been like 2 hours. How is that shit almost T3 already? I guess so. How close is it? It's 21 of 50. It's not about to go to T3. It's only halfway there. I miss when T3 keeps didn't happen in like 2 hours. They shouldn't have been happening in like 10. That was probably too long, but it's still kind of crazy to me that you can queue up a map on reset, and then by the time you tag down, a keep is T3. Do you? Okay. Hey, you can disagree. It's fine. Yeah, I feel like you should get a waypoint by like hour 2, but you shouldn't have T3 by until like hour 4. No, even on Bayard Hills, like I think E-Waypoint just promotes better fights because it lets you move around easier. Yeah. Did I say E-Waypoint? I meant normal waypoint. Well, you would have to do like a little work. Like, I don't think we should cap this hills and then immediately get a waypoint on it. Although part of me does wonder what that would look like if it was like a bonus week. Yeah, I think you should have a waypoint and a keep if you've held it for like an hour or 2, though. Yeah, so it's a real bonus week idea. It's not like a normal bonus week idea that's like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if? All objectives have waypoints all the time. You cap an objective, you immediately have the waypoint. For keeps and for towers. Like, they still contest as normal. And you can't just, like, take them even if the thing is, like, being attacked. But I think it would be really interesting if objectives just had waypoints from T0, and you didn't have to do any work at all. What's up, Speedy? How you doing? Chef and crew? I don't know about that, unless I've been leaking comms all night. But according to OBS over there, it doesn't look like it. It's just me chilling and yapping with the normal chat crew. Unless that's the crew you're talking about, I guess. Chat is crew? That's fair. They can be crew. I'm not going to tell chat that they can't be crew. But yeah, put that one in your folio for real bonus week ideas. That, at least I assume, wouldn't be like too difficult to implement. With the enormous caveat that I have no idea what the Guild Wars 2 codebase looks like. E-Waypoint pulled here. SE on bridge. Group here, group here, group here. Prosecute made it. Content. We will not take down. We will not take down this night. He mostly made it through. You have a little bit of stab. I should follow you now. I really need that courage 5 to go off. I think I'm just going to chill here for a bit. It's a lot of people over pushing. Hallowed on you. Hallowed deep on you. Hallowed deep. Come on, claim these. There we go. Good down stack. Refine a tail. Stab Aegis. This is going to be the last thing I do in Mace, because my Mace is out of things to do. Just blast our combo field quick, we're rolling in power, and that should be about it. So that's about the length of time that I can handle for a Firebrand fight. Like, if fights go much longer than that, I start to get confused about what I'm supposed to be doing. Also, early contender for, like, a good clip to use for the eventual support Firebrand how to play guide. I think we managed that really well. I didn't use Resolve at all. I probably could have been looking at my condies a little bit more, but I think our stab rotation was really clean, and our weapon skill usage was really clean. Ben, I don't think you were here right at the start of stream. Maybe you were, but Speedy talking about you being tired reminded me. I've been taking D3 this winter, like vitamin D3, just one per day. It has, like, it's noticeable how less tired I am in the afternoons. I used to be like a nap an afternoon guy starting in like early November. And then I started taking a D3 supplement every day, and now I'm like, I nap if I have to get up early to consult at like 8 a.m. But outside of that, I'm chilling, man. Like, I'm tanking the afternoon. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I am not sponsored by vitamin D3, but it's been good stuff. More potassium and magnesium? Yeah. Hey, there's a bunch of stuff that, like, I'm sure you get some of this in the Pacific Northwest just because of how cloudy it is, but on the East Coast, it's just so cloudy in winter all the time that a bunch of your essential nutrients just get all fucked up. Because, like, the weather's not right, man. Humans weren't designed to live in these conditions. You imagine being, like, a caveman in the Washington state in like 6000 BC, and you don't even know what vitamin D3 is yet, and you're just like tired all the time. That would suck, man. I'm glad I'm not a caveman. Controversial take, I guess. I feel like I would not be able to cut it as a caveman. Yeah, I'm also all about the weather. Like, I was in Vancouver for a conference 5 years ago or something like that in like March. And it was like 55 degrees and foggy every day. And I was like, this is my weather, man. But the human body does not really like those conditions. I need to indom here. Give me 5, 1, dodge in 1 more, give me the resist field. I'll use a single little tasty morsel. Sank on their downs, interrupted. Sank on their downs now. A lot of things to do in Mace. Give me like a deep line. Power here to get a dodge ready for people who need to dodge, and then I'll dodge. Head out in front. Blast the shield, and then switch. And then hand res. I'm fine on stability. I'm no longer fine on stability. Have that last stack. I'm out of things to do in Mace. Give me my last charge here. I just want to make sure my friends can get through that. Oh, I want those downs. Bro, I want those downs. Sank on that stack. Tons of interrupts, tons of interrupts. Empower here. Hallowed at our feet, hallowed at our feet. We need like a 5-1. Roll a ton of ages. I need to remove some of these Gondias. Ooh, that's gonna be hot. I don't have a stun break. That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna live through this. I will live through this. I'll live through this. I need to empower here to get healthy. They're gonna try and make it. We're gonna die here. They're gonna try and push this bridge, but we don't have the support to. We don't have the support to make that push. We've been fighting in melee too long. We're gonna break there. I'm going to die there. Let me rephrase. Because it sounds like they're still going. No stab care. Let my party know that I'm not there. I think we mostly handled that okay. We did eventually lose that fight. No. I'm so good on commanding. I gotta save my mental energy for Tuesday. Thanks for tagging Zik. Alright, Zik is done. We're gonna go do Planet Crafter. Because I think I'm getting really close to finishing it. We're going to wait a minute for the tick, and I'm going to use that to do all of my administrative work. Like, if you want to get pings for when stream is going live, I have a Discord. If you want to check stuff that we've done in the past, there's a VODs channel. And then if you want to check curated World vs. World videos, guides, commentary on the current World vs. World game state, there's a YouTube. But if you're only here for Guild Wars 2 stuff, that's where I'm going to be done with Guild Wars 2. We're going to keep going on some other things, though. We are going to hop into Stream Dashboard. We're going to go to Stream Info. We're going to switch this over to the Planet Crafter. Pushing for 5 TTI. I think that's what we're on anyway. Planet Crafter. 67 views. Let's pump those numbers up a little bit. 9 seconds. Let's stop our recording. Yeah. I expect Ruthless to take a personal day because I think he's annoyed that he hasn't gotten to command. So he may switch out for either of us. We can leave, even though I really want to participate in the current discourse going on in team chat. I will respectfully decline from doing so. My mental is too strong to get baited by team chat trolls tonight. Not always, but tonight. And then we'll switch over to Planet Crafter.